What's going on, folks? Welcome to the What Guys Should / Want to Know podcast. I'm your host, Donovan Marquez. Along with me is my co-host,
Justin Ray Perez.
Coming to you live straight out of the beautiful San Antonio, Texas.
210, baby.
The podcast where we let y'all know what men should / want to know. All right, what's going on, everybody? So, first and foremost, they say love is blind, but let's be real. Sometimes it's blind, deaf, and completely oblivious to red flags. And what we're going to do today is give you some glasses so you can see through the bullshit. So what's up, Justin? How we doing today, bro?
Not doing too bad, bro. Went to work today, got off of work at 4.
Yeah.
Went in at 8.
Yeah.
Now this is
a 48 schedule?
Yeah, 48.
That's
8 to 4. 8 to 4, my bad. I'm all backwards, bro. I got dyslexic. I'm fine.
Dyslexic, damn. Hey, but that's considered a red flag.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think it is.
All right. No, but I mean, to be quite honest.
Anyways, what I was going to get to was, my bad, but I'm on my 4-day weekend, so this beer is going down really nice.
Yes.
To the conversation.
Shout out to Sam Adams Cold Snap in my glass.
And Shiner Light Blonde in mine.
He's got a thing for blondes.
I do.
But anyway, so, it's funny because statistically, they say, I'm not sure, but they say about 49% of people in the U.S. have tried online dating, and that the stakes of spotting red flags early have never been higher. What do you think about that?
That's all they fucking look for nowadays.
Yeah.
Oh, what's your red flag? Oh,
yeah.
Can we talk about my green flags? Because I got those too. I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's all they fucking point out. Sorry, we do cuss on this podcast.
Yeah, sorry about that.
But yeah, it's... That's all it is a red flag. Well, there's a friend of mine, you know how the Snapchat has those filters?
Yeah.
Well, there's one, like, what's my red flag? So you it flashes through everything, you open your mouth, and it gives you like a red flag.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
And I did it just because I thought it was funny, and it wasn't lying, I guess.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's exactly what the example you're giving.
Yeah. So, on this segment that we're going to go over today, the episode before this, you'll hear our thoughts on dating, which was actually recorded on a whim. And to this episode is almost a year old.
Yeah.
But we didn't put it out, so y'all be hearing that one first before y'all hear this one. So this is kind of the segment after that. This is about red flags. So that's what we're going to bring to the table today, and maybe share some insights and stories and stuff like that. So first and foremost, what do you think are behavioral red flags to you? Like someone who texts you constantly, then disappears for days, like played in hide and seek, or, tell me, what are some behavioral red flags for you?
Yes and no to that same question you just asked. As for me, I'm going to be completely honest. Like, if I'm into you and I'm feeling like we're vibing, and everybody has their phone on them. Yeah. Everybody at all times.
Yeah, no doubt.
So if you text me, I'm going to text back quick, because I'm looking forward to talking to you and stuff like that. That's just me. Some girls may call it clingy.
Yeah.
Whatever. And it can be, but most girls look at that as a red flag.
Yeah.
Because we've also...
And see, I'm the same way, though. Yeah. I confess. I'm the same way. I text back fast. Mm-hmm. I got my phone on me.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Who doesn't?
That's just how it is. And I don't believe in this waiting period or whatever. If there is one, hypothetically in your brain,
yeah.
If you've made up one, then that's something that you're restraining yourself to, not me.
Yeah, that's a wall she has built up.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, you built that wall for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Which is ridiculous, because why?
Yeah, exactly.
Like the
question is why?
You're bringing on undue tension, and this is not just for the females, fellas. Y'all too, man. Like, this goes out to y'all too.
Exactly.
This is double sided here.
Yeah.
If if a girl's texting you right away and you're just kind of stringing her along or whatever like that, then just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or tell her what you're really looking for. You know what I mean? Because that's at the end of the day, communication is key. You know what I mean? And in any relationship, and I don't mean relationship as in like y'all being together, but just a relationship in general, you know, conversation at least.
Exactly. Well, you know what's a really big red flag to females nowadays?
No.
Is what you were just talking about, you know, saying that it goes towards the fellas too.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm speaking for you and I, because we're both in the same boat. We're both very similar when it comes to stuff like this. We just don't give a fuck anymore. We're not chasing anymore and doing that. And that pisses them off. Like they want to be chased, you know, like, you know, but it's like, nah, we're tired of y'all's bullshit.
Yeah.
You know, and it could be vice versa, you know, with the same with the females, but they see that as a red flag. Why? Because we're not giving you the time, or because we're not chasing you. Like, nah, fuck that. Like, it works both ways. It's a two-sided road.
Yeah.
You know, it's not one-sided anymore. Like, we're just done. I'm done. Shit. I'm going to be 38 on the 4th in a few weeks. Yeah. And I've been single for the past 5 years. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, same. I mean, I'm going on about to be single for about 5 years too. And yeah, no, I don't chase, man. I don't do that. And anybody that knows me knows I don't chase.
The only thing we chase is paper.
That's it. At the end of the day.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I definitely don't chase. Do I feel women want to be chased? I think women want to be, and this is for guys too, I guess. You know, they want to be contacted or fucked with by the person they want to be fucked with. You know what I mean? So when someone that they don't want to be fucking with them messages them or does something, they just throw it to the side.
They're going to ignore. Or ghost.
Yeah, or they'll just ghost
you is
you
what they like to say now, which is true.
Yeah. I guess, you know, but you just don't know what you're missing out on, I guess, you know, to give it a chance, maybe, because there's girls that have messaged me that I've messaged back and talked to and things like that. But I'm honest, like, look, man, like, this is probably not going to go anywhere. So it's up to you what you want to do from there. Okay. You know what I mean?
What are some of your red flags?
Well, we just been kind of going over them, really.
Yeah, but what's another one though? Like, communication is key, but there's other ones too. Like, there's like stupid ones, you know, like, well, I mean, there is, or just funny ones. It's like kind of ridiculous, you know, but like little things matter in a relationship. Yeah. Little things do. So like, what are some little flags that men and women kind of point
for
out?
Me, so I don't know about you, in this aspect, but for me, when girls come on too strong, I don't like it. Like
guys too.
Yeah, when guys come on to you, I'm sure it.
What's so damn funny?
Like when the guys come on to you, bro. I don't know how you take it, but yeah.
If you if y'all, you know, when we do have the guests, you know, y'all gonna realize we're always just chopping it up. Little thing.
Yeah, no, but
bunch of insiders between us, but I mean, you'll get it. Yeah.
Yeah, but to get back on the subject, for me, emotional red flag would be love bombing. I don't know how you feel about that, but like they want to be in love with you on like day 2.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's a little much, man. Or like, oh my God, I've never felt this way before. Like, I'm your soulmate. Like, you don't know me. Yeah. You know what I mean? You don't
even
know
after
that.
Like even after a couple months, 5 months, 6 months. I mean, I don't know. Maybe 6 months.
So you put a timeline on it?
Kinda. Sometimes, maybe. I think maybe after a year, I think you kind of find out if you truly love somebody or not. You know.
Well, I don't know. For me, that love is a man.
Yeah. Well, but what we're talking about, like,
because I mean, there's a difference between like love and infatuation. You know what I'm saying? When
like, I love you, bro. Yeah. We've known each other for what, like 13 years? 15
I'm infatuated
years?
with you.
So, I mean, he's my bro. He's my bro. I mean, I love him. I love you. Yeah. But I mean, cut all the gay shit. But,
we ain't against gay people.
I know. I'm sorry. Y'all probably.
Yeah. Hey, look.
Nothing against the LGBT, whatever. I'm not a homophobe.
No, he's not.
You know, but
he's totally with y'all. No. No. Hey, nothing against gay people.
Yeah. So what's the right
love y'all too
pronoun we should use then? nowadays because people are gonna get offended by that. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's true. No, I don't know.
I mean, gay's okay, I think, right?
Okay, so this is totally off subject, but I have some gay friends, and
I got gay relatives.
and they tell me, and don't come after us on this, but this is what I've heard. They don't like the LGBT community
right.
because they say they're like they're really toxic. I don't know. I'm not against y'all. I don't know. Okay. And anyway, back on subject. So, another emotional red flag for me. Well, this is kind of a newer term that's being tossed around, and we talked about this kind of was gaslighting.
Oh, yeah.
You know, if every argument ends with you saying, wait, am I the crazy one? You know, then yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know, the girls that try to gaslight you into thinking that you're the problem when they got some shit they need to deal with. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. What about you? Emotional red flags.
Emotional. Fix yourself first before you decide to get in a relationship.
Yeah.
Work on yourself. You're not going to ever love somebody the way you should or the way they want to be loved if you can't love yourself first. Fix yourself. Be completely healed after whatever breakup you went through with this ex before or the other couple exes, because they always refer back to that. Oh, my ex used to do this. Well, I'm not your ex.
Yeah.
You know, like, so.
And also, too, it depends how far it went, you know.
Yeah,
some
true.
dudes are, I mean, this is coming from a guy.
Yeah.
Some dudes are pieces of shit. You know what I mean? If you beat women, you know, you're a piece of shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, straight up.
Yeah.
You know, and some of them are coming from that, and they do try to jump into something a lot sooner than they should, you know,
well,
after that.
There's also girls, too. I know, you know, girls are just as fucking physical and crazy, too, man.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Fuck, if not worse. If anything, they're worse because they know they can get away with it.
Yeah, and that goes both ways, ladies. You know, if you putting your hands on a man, like, come on, you know,
it's not cool.
Either way, it's not cool, and it's uncalled for and unnecessary.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Stop the domestic violence.
Stop it, man.
But yeah.
All right. What do you think about situational red flags? Like, say, if you're talking to a girl, but she's constantly bad mouthing her ex or something like that, you know, or like her exes are all the problem. What do you feel about that? You know,
kind of go off of what I was just saying. Like, yeah, they're just referring as what their ex did to them, doing this and that. And it's like, for one, like, I'm the guy, like, I don't care. I don't want to hear about your ex. You know, not that I don't care, you know, but if you're, see, there's a difference. Like, if they're healed and all that, like, oh, and like, just someone like, even then, like, you don't really want to bring that up, you know, like, it's a kind of touchy subject.
Yeah.
You know, but, yeah, I wouldn't like that because, I mean, what happens when you become their ex? They're going to just talk the same amount of shit they just did. Yeah. So. And
also, too, that's something you need to watch out for, men and women. You know, if the person you're going for is bad mouthing their ex constantly, kind of don't find out what happened, but just kind of be on your guard because that's a red flag. You know what I mean?
It's a major red flag.
Yeah, definitely. You know, and also, too, there's other shit. Like, there's a new term now. It's called digital red flags. I don't know if you've ever heard of that term.
Okay. I probably know what it is. I just don't give me the definition.
Okay. So like a digital red flag, it's not new, but the term is new, and it's like catfishing. You know what I mean? Where she's posting pictures, but she don't look like her pictures. You know what I mean? Yeah. She's posting like name brand, and then she shows up like Great Value. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, I fuck with Great Value shit. But I know what you mean, though.
No beef with Great Value, though.
Hey.
Yeah, but
Hill Country Fair.
You know what I'm saying?
Hey, HEB goes hard, bro. And all HEB brand shit.
Shout out to HEB.
Yes.
We're in Texas, boys. Mm-hmm. But, yeah, so what do you think about it? So how would you handle the situation if a girl posted pictures and she was beautiful in her pictures, but when she showed up, she didn't look like those pictures? How are you handling that situation? Do you consider it as a red flag, or are you still giving it a chance?
No, because from experience on dating apps, I've gone and, you know, not been so much catfish, but they don't look like what they used to be. I mean, that picture could have been from like 2-3 years ago and they've lost this weight, or they could have gained weight.
Gained it, yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I mean, I'm very an open book, man. So I don't know, like looks ain't everything, but I'm attracted to who I'm attracted to. So like, if you don't match with that pit, you know, then yeah, that's, I guess that is what digital red flag or whatever the fuck. Or, or digital catfish.
Yeah, it's digital red flag is what it's called.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but see, I would honestly tell them, like, if I wasn't feeling it at the end of the night, whatever, and if like, I probably wouldn't say that right away, because I mean, I'm not that much of an asshole. I can be.
Yeah.
but I mean, I'll just be like, hey, like, I really wasn't feeling tonight, you know, like, thanks for everything, but I don't know.
And that's because of the catfish, like, because maybe she didn't look the way
maybe. Well, then I guess I would have to be honest with her. Like, yeah, like, look, you know, maybe I'm not as attracted to you as I thought I was.
Yeah.
Which is kind of fucked up, but it's being honest though. I mean, she's going to get hurt.
Yeah.
You know, and if I was to get told that, I've kind of been told that, I'm not going to lie. And like, I wasn't hurt about it. Like, it is what it is.
You've been told that? Give me a story, bro. Give me the story.
Well, not told it really, but well,
you heard it here first, everyone.
Not just, all right. There's a difference between being conceited and disconfident. All right. Well, I'm very confident in myself. I bring confidence. I'm not conceited or anything like that. But, you know, I've been told that I'm a good looking, handsome guy, whatever, although, you know, so later on during the night, talking and stuff like that, just the way I present myself, like, and I'm not trying to sound cocky or like that. It's just my personality. Like, they were like, well, you're not even that good looking anyways, or your picture. I'm like, no, yes, bro. And I'm like, all right, well, that's cool. Like, that's how you feel. Like,
no, that's how they feel.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, so I'm just like, all right. I'm like, I'm not trying to say I'm like this fucking, you know, Brad Pitt, you know, but like, damn, you know, like, yeah, I guess that's how I've been. Not necessarily, oh, you're fucking ugly, which, you know, whatever. I mean, if a girl thought I was like that, but they're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'm ugly to you. Yeah.
No way. Really? That happened to you?
A couple times, dude. Well, you know, after a few beers, you get more loose and, you know, upfront about, well, girls definitely let out what needs to be let out. And that's with everybody. You know, I mean, the truth does come out whenever you've been drinking.
What do you mean they let out? Like, what? Give me an example. Like that? Like, well, like you're not even as good looking?
Yeah.
Or, so she told you you're not even that good
Well, because she told me before we met, like, oh, you're very good looking, you're handsome, that's why, you know, and then get to, you know, and then like things aren't going good in that first, you know, date or whatever, and then, you know, she just like, I don't know, dude, this was years ago, I don't know what I did to trigger her, but she just flat out said, well, you're not even as good looking as you, whatever. I'm like, or you're not. I'm like, okay,
dude, can you remember what you said?
I'm trying to think right now. I don't.
If
you know the stupid shit I say, I don't.
Yo, y'all chime in on that if that's ever been y'all. You know, wherever this podcast is hosted, leave a comment. If y'all have some crazy stories where someone tried to downplay you, on the first date, that is crazy. I can, you know, I'm not a Casanova over here either. I'm not the most handsome man on the face of the earth, but I've never been told that, like, in person, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you don't even, not to toot my own horn, man, but I've been told quite the opposite.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which I'm sure you have too.
Yeah.
I've just never, that's crazy, bro. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
All right. So tell me.
Oh, wait. No, go
No,
ahead.
go ahead.
Well, going off of that too, like, I've seen videos and like, we're on, you know, I'm on Instagram, you know, we're on Instagram, and I come across these different reels, you know, of, I guess catcalling or, you know, boys, or from men and women, or where they're, you know, there's those different influencers that go around like interviewing, you know, different people on the street, like, oh, what are you ready and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Well, they'll ask them something, or they'll ask a random, and they get so offended and they just start bashing on that person for no reason. You know, oh, well, you got big ears and you're fucking ugly. You know, like, what?
Yeah.
And it's like, well, where did that come from? That's not even they get offended so easily.
Yeah. Well, the thing about, okay, so people that get offended like that, that's what is called projecting your insecurities. You know what I mean? When you project your insecurities on somebody else, is that whenever they critique you in any sort of way, they start coming at you about something that's wrong with you, or that they view that's wrong with you, or that they want to be wrong with you because that's how they see themselves. You know what I'm saying? You project your insecurities on somebody. So if you're to be like, damn, bro, like you're ugly. And I'd be like, fuck you, you fat fuck. You know, but I mean, we talk like that, but I mean, it's not projecting. But if you didn't know me, you know,
that's how they be talking to him. It's like, well, what? Like, where did this come from?
Yeah, that's crazy. So tell me, why do you think people ignore red flags? What would be the case for people to ignore red flags? Because I mean, it says, and I'm not sure this is 100%. Don't
they just want to be loved. They just want to be accepted.
So 61% of singles admit to ignoring red flags because they thought they could change the person. That's a study that was done. But
yeah, I can see that too.
So have you any experience like that?
No, but I think if they ignore the red flags, they just don't want to be alone.
True.
Yeah.
Okay, so that brings me back. Remember when we were talking to that bartender the other day about the whole thing going on, and we were kind of going back and forth.
Oh yeah.
Well,
that's what she was the one that talked about the LGBT. Yeah. She's gonna be on
her.
Yeah. I remember her name too, but I've been not gonna say no names. But yeah, she's definitely down to be on the podcast.
So let me ask you: are you willing to ignore red flags to quote unquote change somebody?
No, I'm not gonna. I never want to change anybody. I would like to be with someone and we can build together. You know what I mean? And work on ourselves, our red flags or whatever. You know what I mean? I think that's the right thing to do.
Yeah.
If you're going to, try to make a relationship, but I never want to change somebody.
Yeah. No, I don't. Not that I don't want to change somebody. I would love someone to change for the better, and have a helping hand in it. You know what I mean? But would I actively just try to change you? No.
Yeah. No.
I would try to help your personal progression. You know what I mean? Like I would try to help you or her. I would try to help her change as much as she could. Would I ignore red flags? No. Hell
no. I don't think we ignore anything, dude. We're gonna say we're very blunt and honest and gonna call you out on your shit.
I'm not gonna ignore I'm not gonna ignore anything, to be quite honest. And I will call you out on it, but the thing is how you respond about it. Guys, girls, this goes out to all of y'all. This is double-sided, is that you can only control how you respond to whatever is going on around you.
Yeah.
No matter what. So if someone comes into your life, not that they're trying to change you, but let's say they want to see you do better. If you retract away from that, you know what I mean? That's how you respond to it.
Yeah.
That's
a red flag right there. Like if they get super offended because of this and boom, right there. Like, you dodged a bullet. Don't waste your time anymore because it's only going to get worse.
Yeah. And, sometimes, so let's say let's give a hypothetical situation. Like, let's say this girl is just bombshell, beautiful. I mean, the girl, if you could build a female, that's what she is. But she comes with some red flags. Are you ignoring those based off those things alone?
No, I'm not going to ignore it, but I would address it to her, be like, look, let's work on our red flags or work on our things. And that's a question I'm asking. I was like, hey, let's work on this. Let's work on our positives and negatives together or whatever.
Yeah.
Say we did for say she's on board and we did for a couple months, but they come back doing all that damn, be like, nah, I can't do this. Sorry.
What do you mean they come back?
Like her red flags.
They come back.
Yeah, and stuff like that. Or and to say, oh, okay. Because, how many times do people break up or take breaks and get back to the similar thing? So say, I'm not saying we're breaking up, but say you start noticing those negative fucking thoughts or whatever her red flag is or my red, say they start coming back or say I'm doing what I'm supposed to do and working on myself, but she's not on, doing the same thing. 2 or 3 times. I'll say two, I always say three's a charm or third strikeout, whatever. So say, she just kept bringing them up and stuff. I would be like, no matter how bad or the perfect in my eyes, but then I'd have to drop her. Maybe in a different time or something. I don't know. But yeah, no, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Because it's never like it will never work. You're never going to be in a happy relationship, no matter how. And that's the fucked up thing now with Instagram, everything. Like they want what is it? That trophy wife or that? What do you call?
Yeah.
What is a guy to a trophy wife?
A catch? I don't know.
Yeah.
What are we?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. Most girls is that guy with a good dick, because that's all they fucking want nowadays, bro. Like like most of the girls that I know are so like they don't even care, dude. Like I'm sorry that we can get in on sex, but
Go in
seriously, bro. Like, just people that I know, like, oh well, he's got that good D. Yeah, wait, really? That's it? That's all you want to be with them for? Just because, which, don't get me wrong, sex is key, or having that physical connection is key in a relationship, but that shouldn't be the only reason why you're with someone.
If a female told you, hey man, you got that good D, so I'm fucking with you, are you okay with that?
Yeah. Just a little bit.
Right.
No,
so
but
then that makes you a hypocrite.
not a hypocrite, but if that's somebody I want to like eventually be with for the rest of my life.
So you want to be with her based on that alone?
But say you're with, or we got a baddie that's like that, they're with us for the good D, but she has fucking all the red flags you can think of. Yeah, you're not going to want to be with her. Exactly. No. That's what I'm saying. Sex only goes so far.
Well, yeah, I know that.
So yeah, I would fucking, we'd be what you call friends with benefits nowadays or whatever the fuck. Yeah. But until I found that, that ain't for me, because
yeah. And two, I just don't like people that beat around the bush. Like, okay, so I know females don't ask for sex. You know what I mean? They don't feel like they have to.
Oh, they do now.
Oh yeah, no, I'm saying they do now. I mean, I know some people that are that way, which is cool. But if that's what it's going to be, just let it be known that that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
But they're all the one percenters that, like what I was referring to, those influencers that talk to certain people on the street and shit like that. They're all those one percenters where there's girls out there that are virgins, or they've only been with one dude and they didn't work out, and they're looking for that right one. Like, that's very fucking rare. Yeah, that's a girl that I would want. Like, honestly, like, shit. You know what I mean? Like, that's like the perfect catch right there.
Man, I would like to say the same. Then again, I don't know. I mean, it all depends, I guess.
Yeah, true. Yeah. I mean, for everybody's got their own. I mean, everybody's attracted to who they're attracted to, or what what it is. Like some girls, like getting back on nowadays, girls or even guys, they're attracted to fucking assholes. They want that bad guy, or they want that bad girl, that toxic fucking relationship.
Yeah,
they're drawn to that.
It's just really weird.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's like play interested, but not too interested. Don't be that interested, but make sure you want her to know. You do. Yeah, like fucking Vince Vaughn in that movie. What the fuck is it?
The Breakup?
No. Wedding Crashers. Like, am I interested? I'm not that interested, but I could be interested.
But she's not that interested. But now I'm interested. Now she's interested. Like,
so now I'm starting to get interested.
Now I'm starting to get interested. But just a tip.
Yeah,
just a tip.
Just to see how it feels.
Yeah. Then we don't know how to hug. Is it that awkward hug? To the side. Like, I mean, that's true though.
That's true.
Fucking like,
it's ridiculous.
How many times have you ended a date and like, normally I don't go for a hug, but the last few times I've been dating, like, I'll just try to go for a handshake, and they're like, no, I'm a hugger, I want to hug her. So I was like, all right, cool, well, I'm a hugger too.
Yeah.
If I want to hug you. And I just but it's fucking awkward, because what if you're not feeling that, but they want a hug because that's what they want. They want that comfort that,
Yeah. And also too, ladies, if you're listening to this, just be more upfront, you know what I mean, with what you want. We can't read minds. We don't, the guessing game can only get you so far. Yeah, it's cute, every now and then. Yeah, sure. And yeah, you know, you want the guy to just take the initiative, quote unquote initiative.
Yeah.
I get that. That's great. You know what I mean? But if the dude just needs a little bit of guidance, just be up front. You know, like, oh,
Take my hand and show me the way.
you know what I mean? Just take my hand.
Yeah. That's,
Get lost with you.
I mean, I do want to get lost. With
I'm telling you, bro.
but it's where, I mean, I'm lost, but I can't be found. Shit. I don't, God dang, dude.
All right. So now moving on. So how do you think red flags should be addressed?
Right from jump.
Yeah. So if it's not, so like say for instance, you trust your gut on that. You know what I mean? You going with gut feeling?
Yeah, gut feelings. My gut is always usually right. And I got a fucked up gut. I do.
Yeah. And then also too, like, also, yeah, like communication is key. That's what I mean. Like be forward on both ends. You know what I mean? Like, so for a guy or a female, if a dude hits you up at 11, PM, if a dude hits you up at 11 PM, just say, hey, hit him up. Like, why are you texting me only after 11? You know, just be straight up.
Yeah.
You know, or if a girl, guys, we all go through this. If a girl don't message you for 2-3 days,
Let it be.
Just let it be.
Let it be.
Or if she hits you back, tell her straight up, like, why are you only messaging me after like 3 days? You know what I mean? Just get all the bullshit out the way. Address the situation at hand and be straight up, because at some point in time, you're gonna just weed out the people, that are just fucking with you. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
And two, boundaries. How do you feel about boundaries? Do you have any set boundaries that you don't want crossed? You know what I mean?
I mean, I do it my own self.
As far as like people getting access to you.
Yeah, I do. But I mean, I don't like, I have those boundaries set for myself, but I don't have that wall built up. So, you know what I mean? I'll know those boundaries will be crossed, or, I'll let it, you know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like, I just won't keep them up, like I'll be straight up and forward. Like if I know that's crossing my boundary or something like that, I'm going to let her know.
Yeah. So it's like what kind of boundaries would you have, if they don't respect that boundary, they just don't get access to you?
Okay. Well, it goes back to the first episode, my boundary is my son. They're not going to get in the way of that, they're not, I meet this girl, right? Of course she knows, because I tell everybody, I'm a single father and my son comes first. And, okay, I'm okay with that. Okay, well, say I have my son for that weekend or freaking, because, the summer or something like that. And they're like, oh, well, I want to go do this. Like, but can you get a, babysitter for your son or something like that? And I'm just like, well, what if I can't, like I'm going to bring him. I mean, we already know, you met the guy, the little guy, you met. So it's like, no,
So you're taking him on the first date?
No, I'm not taking him on the first date.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying like later on, you know what I mean? Like, which is fine. We can have a date night, but if they're always trying to pull me away from him and they know that I have him, like,
no, hell yeah.
Like, no, that's not going to happen. Like, you already know.
Yeah.
Like that, he comes with me. You know what I mean? It's the whole package. So that's a boundary right there
No, I'm the same.
Yeah.
No, the thing is that, I'm pretty much the same. The only thing is you won't ever get to meet my son. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not bringing him around you unless we go on the distance. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, no. Okay. Going back at that. No, I have taken Draven on one time only.
Yeah.
Or not that I'm saying I won't do it again, but it was a girl that, she had a son too and stuff like that, but we only dated. Like, that's it. We never held hands, never did anything. Like 4 date, that was like the third date, I think. And when we went out on a fourth date after that, and on fourth date, I think it could have went somewhere, but I just wasn't ready for it yet. You know what I mean? I didn't like, and stuff like that. And like, so like, so that was kind of like a play date, I guess, or whatever. Yeah. I don't know. Like, her son is not really used, and like they got along super well, and and stuff like. It was cool. Like, we were just friends. There was nothing going on between us. There was no connection, or not that I'm saying there was no connection, but we didn't have no it wasn't some girl I was sleeping with or doing, something like that. So yeah.
Now, if I have a friend that's a girl, You know
Yeah,
what
and
I
she was
mean?
just a friend. Like,
Yeah, like if I have a homegirl that's just a solid homegirl
Yeah.
and she has kids, like like oh yeah, we can have like a little play date, whatever, you know. But if I'm gonna be interested in you in that manner, you ain't meeting my son till I'm 100 about you.
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
Like we're gonna go the
and to
distance.
kind of clear that up too, you know, like I've known that girl for like 5 years now. We just finally met for the first time, you know, and stuff. So, but that was like the third or fourth time we hung out. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it wasn't like going anywhere, you know what I mean? We were friends, we were kicking it, you know, and like we just happened to, you know, take our sons somewhere, you know, and they had a good time and stuff like, you know,
and that got brought to my attention one time. I went on a date with this girl and it was cool. So we went on one date, and then the next day she straight up asked me, which I respect, you know, that she was super respectful about it. She's like, what do you think if I bring my kids with me on the next date? And I told her straight up, you know, cause I'm straight up. I told her, look, don't do that.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm not trying to be rude. So don't take it that way. I said, I don't want to confuse them. You know what I mean? I was like, I don't want them to get the wrong idea or see you with somebody that won't be there the next day. You know what I mean? Just depending on how it works. And sure enough, I'm still single. You know what I'm saying? So like,
she was really like feeling you, right?
Yeah, I believe so. But I kept it 100.
No, you did the right thing. I would have did the same thing too. It's like, no, we're not,
I said no.
Yet.
Yeah, I said no, absolutely not, because I didn't feel like that was right. You know, and I don't think she was doing it out of a bad place. She was just like, oh, like, what do you think? She asked me what I think. She didn't just show up. You know,
that's, I give her, you know, give her respect
mad respect. And she's a great person, you know, and I'll never say anything bad about her. She was a great person, but no, she did ask me that, and I straight up told her, I was like, nah, I don't think that's a good idea. And no one gets access to my son, period.
No, I agree.
But
I agree.
What other boundaries do you think you have? You can set forward that if it's crossed, they just cannot get access to
my personal space.
Yeah.
You know, like, let me clear that up. Say like, okay, for like today, for instance, like fucking, all right, Donovan and I, like I said, we started this thing like almost a year ago, and we're just now taking off because, you know, we just finally have the time to do it. So like today, for instance, so I got into work. I went to work at 8 a.m., got off at 4, went, ran some errands, you know, got some stuff ready for the, you know, the podcast to do it, you know, but say I'm talking to this chick, you know, and like, she's like, oh, so what are you doing today? Whatever. I kind of told you, like, I'm getting off of work at 4 and Donovan and I are going to work on the podcast later and stuff like that. And she's all blowing me up like, well, I want to see you. Okay, you will, but we're going to get this taken care of first, and then
you got things to do.
Yeah, and then you can come over after, or if you want to come over and like chill with us, or wait, you know, to go chill in the living room or go to my room and hang out. That's fine, but we're gonna do this first, or you know, or like say, for instance, like because we go to the gym all the time, you know, we haven't been in a couple weeks, you know, it's like, but we steady go to the gym in the morning after work, or you know, whenever the time we can go. Or there's sometimes when I get off of work, I just want to chill, bro. Like I want to go to my room and, you know, unwind and just either nap or whatever. Just, you know, like, and if they're blowing me up and that, like, oh, what are you doing? You're just going like, oh my God, like, no, let me chill for a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, I'll get back to you in like a couple hours, whatever. Like, no, but for real, like that's a boundary for me. Like if you're going to just be like that, like, no, because I would respect your boundaries if you're going and, you know, want to do that, or say like, you're going to want to have a girls' night out or something like that. Cool. Go do that. Or if I want to have you know, go be with the boys or do whatever. Or if I want to go do something by myself, I want to go watch a movie by myself or go grab a bite tea by myself. Cause I do that. We do that.
Yeah.
Adam and I are both the same when it comes to stuff like
big
that.
Time.
You know, so.
Yeah, I think if you're in the talking stages, that could be a little overbearing.
Oh,
you know,
yes.
Now if y'all have been together for a while, then that's something you probably need to talk about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but if it's in the beginning, then I think space should still be given until it moves along. You know, further, definitely. But also, guys, don't take this as one, you know, bad episode. This is we're just calling out red flags on this episode and boundaries and everything. Just going over from the guy's perspective, trying to offer women a perspective from the guy's side. But this also does go both ways, guys. Whatever we say can also apply to you too. You know what I mean?
And we're not trying to, for all our female listeners, we're not bashing on you.
No, it's absolutely
we're trying
not.
to, we're going to have, female, women on this show, and they're going to give their thoughts. Yeah. And I can't wait for that, because it's, now it's going to be two-sided.
And also, too, moving forward on this podcast is that every topic and everything is open for discussion. It's not just an open and shut thing. We want to open a discussion and talk about it from both ends, no matter what the episode is about, no matter what we're talking about. Yeah. We want fresh perspectives on everything. Yeah. We're not here to argue. We're just here to listen and go over everything.
Yeah,
so
let's just say it's open to interpretation, and we're going to agree, or sometimes we're going to agree to disagree.
Yeah.
So, and that's okay.
Yeah. No, you don't have to believe what I believe. Yeah. That's perfectly fine. But some words of encouragement, guys. Look, dating isn't about avoiding red flags. It's about learning how to spot them, so you don't end up with 5 seasons of your dating life. You know what I mean? You're in season 5, 6, 7 right now. You know what I mean? And funny enough, another stat that I'm just going to throw out there, don't fact check me. This is just something that I found, is that 73% of people who identified red flags early reported having better relationships when they walked away. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? That's true.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, with that being said, this will be the end of this episode. So what I want to go ahead and do is just say, what's the wildest red flag you've ever seen? Share it with us, and we might just feature you in our next episode.
Oh, we will.
Yeah, no, we will feature you. So
come forward with it.
So just get at us wherever this podcast is hosted, wherever you can contact us, and we'll have everything in the show notes below. With that being said, I love y'all, and we're out.
Peace. Well, that's a wrap for today's episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe to all platforms the podcast is available on. Thanks for listening today, and y'all have an awesome day. Peace.